Everybody, welcome to Dominique Does It All. Today I'm going to be getting into UFC 214 recap, so let's get into it. First on the card was Jimmy versus Volkan. I actually missed it. In the first round, there was a KO by Volkan. Cool beans. Moving on. Next up was Robbie Lawler versus Donald Cerrone. The fight started off pretty freaking good. It didn't start to get boring until the second and third rounds. Cerrone was circling around his shots. He wasn't engaging like Robbie wanted him to. The fight ended up being decided by the judges and Robbie ended up winning. It kind of got boring towards the end. Blah. Moving on. The next fight was Chris versus Tanya. Oh my gosh. Where did Tanya come from? Before this fight even started, they showed a preview of Chris and I was like, dang, she looks hella crazy. I was already betting for her to win. Then they showed Tanya and she was throwing punches hella slow, okay? And I was like, you know what? I don't know about her because maybe she's preserving all her energy, okay? Because she was throwing them hella slow. Maybe she was psyching us out. And then she got on the floor and she was doing the same things. And I was like, where did she come from? How was she in the octagon? You know, like I was very confused. Very confused. I felt like she was out of her comfort zone talking about Tanya because clearly Chris was in her zone. Chris ended up winning in the third round by KO. I mean, who else was going to win? Did you guys watch it? Yeah. All Tanya could do was try to tie her up and try to take her down. It was so crazy. She was like throwing these blind haymakers. Do me a favor. Look up the blind kid playing football. That's Tanya, but in the octagon. Yes. Freaking crazy, but that was Tanya. Moving on. Oh. And what was her hair? Her hair was a hot mess. Like, I feel like she's never watched the UFC or anybody ever fighting in the octagon. Like, what? Her hair was an octagon hot mess. Like, no. But congrats to Chris. Moving on. Next up was Tyron Woodley versus Damian Maia. That fight was kind of boring. I get it. Tyron knew if Maia got him on the floor, it'd be game over. He had to do what he had to do, but it was still a freaking boring fight. The fight ended up going to the judges who called it, and naturally, Tyron won. It was just freaking boring and a snore fest. Blah. Whatever. Next, the fight we have all been waiting for. I freaking recently just saw John in Portland, Oregon, where I live. Yes, John, yes. He's like my favorite. I remember when he debuted, he was wearing his pink freaking whatever they're called, boxer things, and I was like, my then boyfriend, now husband, I was like, I'm going for that guy because he's freaking cute and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, recently just seen him in Portland, Oregon at the Suge Underground, and I was super excited then, and I was second now, and I was just like, yes, John, you better win it. Anyways, it was Daniel Stupid Face Cormier versus John motherfucking Bone Jones. John ends up winning by KO in the third round by a fucking shin to Daniel's friggin' face. Yes, just a fucking psh, to the face. A shin to the head. Just bam. There was snot everywhere. It was like psh, psh. And then Big Sean didn't even freaking call it. He let John just freaking go in and keep wailing on him, so people wouldn't even get the chance to say, oh, Daniel was still, he was still there, he could have kept going. No, he's not giving the people a chance to say that, he was still coherent and he could have possibly, no. There's no way that anyone can come back and say that Daniel was still able to fight. He just let John freaking wail on him so people could still see that he was like, you know, lights out. He was officially knocked out. And then, you know, after a few licks and beatings, then Big John said, yeah, I'm calling it, and officially called it a KO, making John, once again, the motherfucking champ again. Yes. I was just so happy for him. It was almost like I won, even though I didn't win shit. I was just genuinely happy. Yes. And, that's it. And then they showed Cormier coming to, mad as hell, crying, tears, just so sad. And I was like, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, sad, just like snot and tears, and he was just really upset, and I was just like, it was pure joy for me. I mean, whatever. That, everybody, was UFC 214. If you liked my recap, please thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.